advise maintaining it yourself, like I do. But if you don't know how to maintain your car or work on motors, um, I mean, you just have to go to a garage, and you'll probably spend 150 to 200 euros every time you go, even just for a normal oil change or basic things, because that's just, I mean, it's just expensive in France. Gas is actually not as expensive as people think it is in France. For instance, I can do about 1,000 kilometers on a full tank of gas, and a full tank costs about 70 euros to 80 euros. So, you know, it's now that the rest of the world has kind of doubled in gas prices, they've caught up to France. We're probably like 20% more than the States. Parking in Paris is pretty difficult. It's another hour waiting, you know, behind a desk, you know, to try to get your parking permit. You have to live in the arrondissement, and then you have to bring, you know, the papers that prove that you're living in, you know, whatever quartier that you live in Paris, to the certain place which is way on the other side of Paris. And then they give you a little card that says that you're a resident, and you can park. They give you a map as well where you can park within your quartier, and then you have to pay €3.50 a week, and you put a little slip on your window every week, and then you can find any parking in that area and park there. But then sometimes, you know, it's around like 5 o'clock, it's impossible to find a parking spot. So then you have to double park, or I mean not double park, but you have to park in like a livraison, which is a loading and unloading zone, or park somewhere else. And if you get caught in one of those places, it's like 35 euros, which adds up. And then, but then after, you know, 8 p.m., then all the spots are open and you can find it. So you really like judge your day or when you want to leave work, you know, depending on if there's going to be a spot in front of your parking. The best way to find a gas station in Paris would be to tap your GPS gas station, and then it'll just shoot you to the straight, you know. But that'll take you like around the weirdest places, and then you know, most of the gas stations in Paris are underground, or like way inside of a building. So you'd never see them unless you see the sign, you know, gas, and it's on, you know, always very well hidden, and it's always, you know, well hidden when you need gas the most. And also, you have to keep in mind that most gas stations are only open from like 9 to 5. So it's really good to kind of mark on a map or remember which gas stations are open 24 hours a day and that are close to you. Unless the gas crisis is going on or the truckers are no longer, you know, delivering gas, which happens with strikes, and, you know, you can't really foresee anything. I always keep a can of gas just in case.